Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chris's Monday Morning Breakfast Thoughts. Winter is coming. That's why I'm wearing a sweater. Yep, winter's here, and that means we're going to start thinking about Christmas stuff in December. And December is going to be like a really packed month, because not only are we doing Christmas stuff, but we're also doing stuff for our trip from Japan. We've been on a whole bunch of trips, and so we're going to be recapping a whole bunch of that stuff too. One of the things we're going to do though is we're going to start with the news, because there's been a little bit of news this last week. It's actually, the news has died down a little bit in the last couple of weeks, so we haven't been posting as many articles, but there was a couple that was worth mentioning. So let's start off. Jimmy Dean apparently put out a wrapping paper that tastes or smells like sausage. I guess it doesn't taste like sausage, because who would eat the wrapping paper? But Christmas wrapping paper that smells like sausages, like Jimmy Dean sausages. So for all those pork product lovers in your life, that would be the perfect way to wrap up your Christmas gifts, is to make them smell like pork, I guess. I guess if you gave somebody bacon, that would be sort of a giveaway, wouldn't it? The other article that sort of came up, it's not really Christmas related, but it was kind of interesting, is apparently there was some scientists that did a survey about the cleanliness of those, you know, those big screens you get at McDonald's where you push the buttons or you push the big screen and you can order whatever you want, the touch screens? Well, apparently they decided to see how clean they were, and apparently the results were not good. So those touch screens at McDonald's are apparently filthy. They're rarely cleaned, and apparently the amount of fecal matter found on them was rather extraordinary. So if you're going to McDonald's, you might want to consider going to the cash register, because apparently those screens, not so pretty. But let's get on. Let's talk about what's happening on Candy Critic. First of all this week, we're doing a Japanese review-a-thon. We're doing all kinds of Japanese treats that we found. We bought a whole bunch. That was like, of all the trips we're doing lately, Japan is where we really went crazy buying treats. The only thing that's going to be excluded from this is Kit Kat bars. And the reason why is because next week we're going to be doing a Kit Kat bar, Japanese Kit Kat bar review-a-thon. So this week it'll be sort of general Japanese treats. Next week is going to be specifically Japanese Kit Kat bars. And speaking of that, probably this Wednesday we're going to be posting another video, and the video is going to be all about our Japanese Kit Kat bars. And what we're going to do is we're going to do like sort of a ranking. We're going to pick a bunch of the Kit Kat bars that we picked up, and we're going to rank them as far as our favorite to least favorite of the Japanese bars that we picked up. It's not going to be all of them, it's just going to be some of the sort of more notable ones that we picked up on this trip. So that should be coming up this Wednesday. Also starting this month in December, we're doing a crazy candy cane, a look at crazy candy cane flavors, because I think that's the trend this year. Everybody seems to be buying these like crazy candy canes and all these weird flavors. I mean, you can go sort of as little crazy as like fruit punch or some of the sodas like Coca-Cola and everything like that, to the absolute nuts like there's apparently a macaroni and cheese and a clam juice flavored candy cane. So we're going to be featuring some of the weird flavors that we've come across, and just sort of, you know, maybe give it a chance. And we'll also have links so you can pick up some up yourself if you decided that your tree doesn't have enough clam juice flavor on it. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be featuring a whole bunch of our t-shirts. You know, if you're looking to buy something for Christmas, Candy Critic t-shirt's the perfect thing to get. We have all kinds of cool designs. Some of them are kind of fun. Some of them aren't necessarily related to the site, but we're going to have a whole bunch of cool stuff, a whole bunch of cool t-shirts. We'll be featuring them on our social media on Facebook and Twitter, which you can always check out at Candy Critic on Twitter, or go to our website, candycritic.org, and find links to all of our other social media. Including our Facebook, where you'll find every once in a while, every week or two, once or twice a week, we're going to be posting a new t-shirt design. They're not new, but there's some of our classic ones that we're just going to kind of remind you guys that they exist. So, you know, maybe you can pick that up. The thing that is new, and we're going to start talking about our social media. The thing that is new is a friend of mine, Tom Yo, who's an amazing illustrator, has come out with a couple of designs for t-shirts, and we're going to be releasing those. We're going to, as always, we're going to release those on our Patreon page first, so patreon.com/candycritic. We have one up there right now. We're going to be posting another one later this week. And everybody on Patreon, you get a discount price and you get a preview for these awesome looking t-shirts. They're really cool. They're really awesome. Maybe I'll put a quick preview of one right now. That was it. That was preview. Too bad, too fast. You know what I'm saying. So make sure to, you know, sign up on Patreon. You get a discount. If you give as little as like $1 or $2 a month, then you'll get the discount for the shirts, and that'll like pay for itself. So it's well worth joining up on Patreon if you can. The other thing to, of course, always check out our travel stuff that we've done on our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Again, you can go to @CandyCritic on Twitter, or go to candycritic.org, find links to all of our other social media. But we've got, if you look back at our stuff, we've done a couple of memory things and such on Twitter. So make sure to check that out, and you can see what we did on our trip. And then you can also see all the cool stuff that we're going to be doing for the holidays, like stuff that we come across. So, you know, we don't necessarily pick up everything, but I think we're going to start collecting cool pictures of weird holiday things where we are, because where we are, it's actually quite warm, and holidays are, it's an interesting place to spend the holidays. The other thing to note is on our Instagram feed, we're going to be having doing a thing where we're going to be doing cute and creepy logos and characters we find on snack packages. So make sure to check out our Instagram. Again, you can go to candycritic.org and find links to all of our feeds and stuff like that. So make sure to sign up for our Instagram. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.